Join me while we make the second dish for coming aboard. We're making zucchini, bacon and cheese muffins.
So the first thing we're going to do is grease up the muffin tray, and it is appropriate at this point in time to ask that age-old question: do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? And here we're heating up the oven, preheating it to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And here we are struggling to open the self-raising flour, because that is just what happens sometimes. We're going to put about a cup of flour, but we don't use any sort of measuring devices during this video because we like to roll with the chaos. Next we put a good dose of pepper, at least a teaspoon's worth of pepper. But we like flavour, so we like to add a little more. Followed up by the salt, the bougie pink Himalayan salt, and we are extra salty, so we put some extra salt in. Now that's done, we mix it all together and we have our dry ingredients ready to go. Next, we prepare the wet ingredients, which consists of 2 large, not off, eggs. You have to make sure they're not off. We don't want off eggs. 1, 2. Once we've done that, we have to get a 1/4 of a cup, there's the cup, of butter. There's the butter. We get a good dose of butter, 1/4 of a cup's worth, and we have to melt it in the microwave for 40 seconds, roughly, 1000 watt microwave. A fork for whisking, and cutting up the bacon is next. We've also cut up some lovely shallots to add some onion flavour and a bit of zest to the muffins. Making sure that we've got nice cubes for our bacon. We use shortcut bacon so that we don't have a lot of fat, and we brown it off in the pot in our fry pan, which I like to get nice and heated up with a dash of butter. We don't need that, but it helps with this fry pan because it's pretty old and I don't like the bacon sticking too much. And here I am struggling with the handle for the pot, which is removable, and it's very annoying. So we need to fry up the bacon, and we are also going to put in a good dose of minced garlic once the bacon is brown. I really love garlic, so I use a good dose of garlic. Now we're preparing our wet part of the ingredients: milk, melted butter and eggs in a bowl, which is not big enough, but it's all I have. And we're going to whisk that over the sink so we can reduce the amount of mess that we make. And of course I don't have a whisk. We're doing it the old-fashioned way and whisking with a fork. Well, the bacon's nearly done. So I'm going to turn the heat down and we're going to add the garlic. Always the pièce de résistance. Good dose of garlic there, at least a tablespoon. We fry up that garlic. We don't burn it. Just fry it up, get it all mixed in together with the bacon, good flavour. And then we're going to add the shallots just over the top, just to sweat them. Once again, just to release the flavour of the herb. Now that's all done, we leave it to the side to cool down, and we add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, a bit at a time, folding it in as we go. And you'll see here in a minute, I recognise that we probably didn't have enough flour because there's more wet than there is dry, so I will add a little bit of flour just to balance the recipe out. That looks great. I'll finish off with the rest of the wet. Once we've mixed those together, we add the other ingredients. Hot ingredients first, which is the bacon, the shallot and the minced garlic. Then the cheese, mozzarella, lots of mozzarella. And finally the zucchini. And then, once I've washed my hands, I'll get stuck in there and mix this all together. Mulch, mulch, mulch. Now this is all done, it's ready to go into the muffin pan.